swimming, right? For this all.
Okay, okay. So are you aware about the topic for today?
Mm, I'm sure what I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure like that, right?
Sorry?
I don't understand the topic.
Okay. Topic of the day, I think, is yes, I am sure. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, there are some idioms before that.
Okay.
Okay, so it's basically about making choices. So if you had the option to go back in time and invest a huge amount of money in something, so what would you choose and why would you choose that?
Something like I have to go back in time and I have to invest money in something,
If you
right?
get a chance, if you get a chance to go back in time and invest your money, a huge amount of money in something.
Okay. And I would in first of all I will save money and invest in assets. I will buy assets. I will invest golds, lands, right? I will invest in business. Yeah, these things I will do. So
So you can
and
pick only one thing, any one thing that you think can benefit you in the future.
yeah, these all things benefit. If I will invest in land, okay, after 10 years, after 15 years, 20 years, it will be triple or fourth time, it will multiply after each year, after 2 years, or 3 years, 4 years, right? So it's like I'm reaping money, after 10 years, 15 years, it will be, I will reap, I'm sowing money and I will reap multiple times more than that.
Okay, so suppose if you can pick any one option. Okay, so you talked about businesses. So what is one business, any particular business or brand that you think?
I'm into fitness, right? I'm into fitness, so I will invest in my fitness business in gym. Okay, and apart from that, I will invest in land, property, gold, right? I may start in side business, right? So that's I would love doing.
So you'd like to invest in fitness business.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me a bit about it. Suppose you get a chance to like, have a fitness business. So what kind of business would you like to have? How would it sound?
I love opening a fitness like not especially for weightlifting. It's for calisthenic, weightlifting, yoga, Zumba, boxing club, swimming, right? For this all, I will be opening a gym like that because in our context there are few gym. I don't have we have a single gym that is they have fitness club, swimming club, basketball club, basketball court, or these all facility in the same place.
So you are saying a fitness setup where there are different options available.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So what are some of the best options you think are there when it comes to fitness?
Best option means what?
What are some of the best fitness way, exercises or options that you think should be there?
I said that weightlifting would be there, yoga there. It's all your preference. Okay, what you picking there? Swimming, cycling, boxing, basketball, or badminton, whatever. It's up to you. It's your choices. But facility would be there,
So you're saying all the facilities should be there.
right?
Okay, okay, okay. So this is something that is this something that you really want to do in your life, like in future, or how is it? Or this is just an imagination?
Imagine, just imagination. I have my goal, right? It's not imagination. I have my goal, my imagination also. Without imagination, you cannot create your future, right? So I do have both.
Okay. So tell me a bit about your long-term goals or your short-term goals.
My long term goal is to create multiple source of income, right? And that's what I'm putting my effort into that. uh, After 10 years, maybe by the grace of God, if it starts align, I will have three or four types of income, right? And short term goals is to, I have to double my income in next 1 year, 2 years, within in 1 year, I think. Yeah.
So how do you plan to do that?
Plan is to, I'm running my YouTube channel right now. This video is going to be uploaded in YouTube. On the other hand, I'm working on fitness. I am already fitness coach, so I'm working. I'm at no, I'm marketing my business. And apart from that, mm, I have already invested some money in some places, so that is also growing. Right. I have to have these three right now, just three.
Okay. So tell me a bit about your YouTube channel. What is it about? How does that work?
It's about English communication, right? And by the grace of God, it's growing gradually.
So how did you get that idea? How did you decide to get into it?
Decide means, if you have something, if you want to do something different than most of people do. I have seen hard time in my life, ups and down, tumultuous time. So when you have seen and when you compare your life, okay, and from other people life who is living other the kinds of life you want to live, and they were also at the same place where you are right now, or you where I were not 5 years back, 50 years back. How did he become? He had no money, he had no resources, he had no not he was not talented, he was not smart, he was not stronger. Still he changed his life because he has only one his work ethic, right? So
Okay.
that's what I do. Let's say up to where I'm going.
Okay. So can you tell me about some people like that from where you take inspiration or people who inspire
Hmm.
you?
There might, I think, some people in India. Vivek Bindra. Have you heard about Vivek Bindra?
Yeah, I think I've heard, yes.
Yeah. He is. And apart from, I don't follow Indian, but apart from Vivek Bindra, he was he was jobless. He was homeless. He had no parents. You know, he was selling books in the street. But now he is mastered in business, right? He has 15 or 17 or 20 million subscribers on YouTube, right? And apart from this, yeah, Khan sir, Khan sir from Bihar, right? So there are many people in India also. They are, they have drastically changed their, state of mind, and by changing their state of mind, they change their state of life. So yes, you have to improve your focus, your discipline, your work ethic during this time. When you are trying to changing this all thing, there are so many obstacles, hurdle, sacrifice, pain, suffer, ignorance, scarcity. You have to go through these all things. Sometimes you will feel criticized. Even today people criticize me, I don't. In middle of them, when I was training with my client, okay, and they were 3 or 4 clients were together, and they are going from first. They have said that, sir, I'm going out, okay, for 1 week. They're going to Rome and somewhere, some places. So one is going to go, second is going. I didn't mention the name, and they told me, "Don't you go, out of Delhi to Rome or to explain something?" I said, "My word, don't allow me to go." Right. And on the other hand, and they do every week. They do party. They are getting salary. They do party here. They are drinking. They do everything, but I don't. And they say, Deepak, you are monotonous. You are flavorless. How do you survive? Enjoy the life. But I say the kinds of you people enjoy the life. That is not true life. That is not true happiness. That is, we can say pleasure. You know, till the time you are enjoying, okay, you are good. Party, yeah, yeah, let's go to dance. This all thing. But the kinds of life I want to enjoy, it will forever. It is limitless after 10 years, maybe 15 years or 20 years. But I will be satisfied holistic, spiritually, physically, mentally, professionally. Those kinds of life I want to enjoy, I want to have, right? So, so my clients sometimes criticize me. Oh, you are living very dull life. You don't drink, you don't eat chicken, you don't do this, you don't enjoy. But I think this is not a true, happiness.
Okay, okay. So
Until
you're
unless you are not,
yeah.
and until unless you are not sacrificing in your life, you are not going to achieve your dream life.
Okay. So you're saying that everyone has a different definition of enjoying or happiness or success, I guess,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Okay, okay. And maybe you have come across some people that had different idea than yours.
Yes, because Hawaii in this planet, on this planet, only 95% people are success. And sorry, 5% people are success, 95 people are flock of the sheep, human sheep. They are moving in the same direction, doing the same thing, doing same thing every single day, eating same garbage. They don't do what successful people do. Successful people don't do every weekend party every weekend. They don't spend time like modest people spend their time. They don't go to vacation after every 1 month, 2 month, 3 months. They don't drink up on every weekend, right? So what they do, they have their own vision, their goal, their to-do list, right? I have to complete this, yeah, Tuesday or Monday this work. They are focusing on those work. They're not focusing on going to party, pub, club, and doing hanging out with friends and watching movie, watching TV, listening to song. Successful people never do that. They don't have this habit. They have only habit of improving their personality, their knowledge, their focus, their talent, their skill. And that's what I'm trying to inculcate in myself. And that is why I try to sacrifice those all enjoyment.
Okay, okay. So you're trying to focus on the long term, what you can say is the long term gain over the short term pleasure. I think that's how
Yeah.
um, you delay your gratification and you focus on a long term gain. I guess that's what you're talking about. Right. So, when you talk about all these things, so do you face any challenges? Did you face any challenges as such when it comes to following these things?
A lot, every day. Every day I fight with my mind. My mind say, okay, let Deepak sleep, take a nap. You are tired. No, let Deepak eat, pizza, burger, make cheat meal today. But I try to control my mind. Your mind could be, biggest friend of yourself or biggest enemy of yourself. And most of the people are victim of their mind. So challenges, yeah, I face everyday challenge. Sometimes, my mind defeats me. Sometimes I defeat my mind, right? So still I'm fighting.
Okay, okay. So what are some ways that you motivate yourself, or how do you self motivate?
Self motivate is you have to listen, you have to read in order to keep yourself motivated. You know, you have to read books, you have to listen to motivational speaker who have already conquered the kinds of life you want they are living. You have to listen to them. You have to feed your mind, and and uh, and the kinds of words content you are feeding into your mind, same way you will function throughout the day. And that's what I do when I do workout, when I clean my home, when I cook. I try to feed my mind with a good content that try to that keeps me motivated on the keep me on the same track. Yeah.
Okay. So do you like reading books also? Do a lot of people use books to motivate themselves?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of the books any book that motivated you or helped you in any way?
Creative visualization, there is a book, creative visualization, you know and power of subconscious mind, magic of thinking big, psychology of money. There are multiple books. Is that poor dad?
Okay. Okay, I think we're almost done with our discussion. So if I have to share my feedback with you, so I think you are speaking confidently. That's a good thing. Now, some things that you can work on, a bit of pronunciation, right? So I think some sounds are a bit different, right? So the sound of fur is something that you say a bit differently. So you say fur, okay? So you have to say fur.
Huh.
Instead of saying feet, you will say feet, okay? Also the sound of z. So you say jo, like, so instead of saying ij, you will say is z. Okay, or instead of saying visualization, you will say visualization. Sure.
Okay.
Okay, visualization. Sure. So the two to three, there are some sounds that you pronounce it a bit differently. So you can just work on them. You can target them and you can work on them, just like I pointed out right now. Other than that, if you want to work on your overall pronunciation, listening English is definitely helpful. So just listen. No, don't watch anything. Just listen to podcasts, audio stories. Uh, Whenever you get time, just repeat after them, like play a sentence, pause, repeat. So you can do this too. Second way is that you get a list of common English words and then you listen to their pronunciation. So like this, you'll be able to target half of the English. Okay. Other than that, a bit of vocabulary, right? So we already have a vocabulary section, as you might be aware. We have some words there for every topic in the class. So if you can just pick some words from there and use them in the class during the conversation, in every class, if you do that, and then note them down somewhere. So you can create your own word bank wherein you can just keep going through them whenever you have time. With the meaning, you can note it down. So like this, you'd be able to at least have your own word bank and upgrade your vocabulary. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So get a bit more of speaking practice. So to help you with the vocabulary. So in the class, you might not be able to use all the words from the vocabulary section. After the class, you can just pick the same topics again, try to speak on them again. And then while speaking, you can go to the vocabulary and try to use new words. See if you could have elaborated more, or, so like this, you can get more speaking practice.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes, this is my feedback for you. Do you have any questions or queries?
No, that's fine.
Everything clear?
Mhm. All
Okay.
right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.